iPhone 17 Pro Max versus the Pixel 10 Pro XL. The main differences to anticipate. The incoming Pixel 10 Pro XL will surely have to fight with the iPhone 17 Pro Max this autumn. Which one should you purchase though? We are only months till Apple once again executes the trick where it unveils new iPhones, and you're suddenly around $1,000 lighter. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will surely be the most probable choice for your hard-earned dollars. But what if you're an Android devotee, one who values Google's phones higher than the rest? Well, you're in for a wonderful time, since Google is mainly anticipated to undercut Apple and deliver its Pixel in August. The Pixel 10 Pro XL is the one that will feature the finest specifications on a standard phone. Both smartphones are likely to have slight improvements over their predecessors. Neither will revolutionize the experience, and honestly speaking, we don't believe that either one needs any substantial adjustments in the first place. But which one should you consider, and which one should find its home in your pocket? The iPhone 17 Pro Max will keep the fundamental shape and style of previous big iPhones, combining a premium titanium frame with the all-encompassing flat design language. However, since Apple seeks to separate the latest models from the previous ones, the iPhone 17 Pro Max will feature a bigger camera island at the back, a rectangular-shaped one rather than a squarish one. That will put the iPhone closer to the Pixel 10 series in terms of design. Yes, the Pixel 10 Pro XL will feature a similar camera strip at the rear, albeit significantly more compact. In reality, we don't really anticipate any substantial changes to impact the Pixel 10 Pro XL, thus it will most likely appear precisely like the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Metal frame and matte glass back. We might perhaps receive additional color options too. Size-wise, we predict the iPhone 17 Pro Max to be the thicker handset here, with a projected thickness of 8.73mm. The Pixel 10 Pro XL will be ever so slightly slimmer at roughly 8.5mm, but we defy you to detect this little difference in real life. The iPhone will continue to be the smartphone with greater diversity in the button array. The action button and the camera controls key are coming this autumn, but the Pixel 10 Pro XL may probably earn no more buttons rather than the traditional volume or power button pair. Color-wise, we predict the iPhone 17 Pro Max to be available in black titanium, white titanium, natural titanium, and one more color. The Pixel could come in midnight, iris, and two vibrant hues. We don't foresee any display size changes on any device. So, don't be shocked if the iPhone 17 Pro Max rolls out with a 6.9-inch Liquid Retina XDR screen with small bezels, while the Pixel 10 Pro XL arrives with a 6.8-inch Super Actual, one with somewhat bigger bezels. Both phones will be OLED ones, with high resolution, great color accuracy, the sharpness to match, and peak brightness exceeding 3000 nits. That would truly be a major upgrade for the iPhone. Most prior iPhone Pro Max devices topped out at approximately 2000 nits, so this bump will be felt, most certainly. We've heard that Apple could adopt a somewhat smaller dynamic island notch up front owing to employing smaller and more space-efficient parts, which would enhance the screen real estate. However, we doubt. In terms of biometrics, the Pixel 10 Pro XL will continue Google's obsession with ultrasonic fingerprint scanners, while Apple is unlikely to move away from the well-established Face ID technology right now. Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max will be the third handset to feature a 3nm technology. The new A19 Pro processor will undoubtedly expand the maximum limits of mobile performance, just like most of its predecessors. We anticipate nothing short of amazing raw performance, as well as much higher efficiency than before, which will ideally enhance battery life even more. Meanwhile, big changes are coming to the Pixel 10 lineup. It will be the first time Google employs a custom-made tensor chip created by TSMC on its 3nm process, and will finally break away from the Exynos design that was used to build all prior tensor chips. This might finally offer us the significant performance gain we've sought on the Pixel lineup. In terms of memory and storage, which also contribute up to the performance, the iPhone 17 Pro Max might debut with 12 gigs of RAM, a huge boost above the 8 gigs one on previous jumbo iPhones. The cause might be trivial, and the additional headroom is required to assure the seamless on-device Apple Intelligence processing for years to come. Apple could want to guarantee that the phone will perform its AI operations seamlessly for as long as it's maintained. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will likely offer 3 storage versions: 256 gigs, 512 gigs, and 1 gigs. The Pixel 10 Pro XL, on the other hand, will come with either 12 or 16 gigs of RAM. And although much of Google's AI processing is done in the cloud, having more of the important hardware component has never harmed anyone. We anticipate the Pixel to provide an entry-level variant with significantly less capacity, perhaps 128 gigs. The Pixel 10 Pro XL will launch with Android 16 and will be supported for 7 years. This software upgrade will receive a Big Material 3 expressive revamp in early September, possibly corresponding with the Pixel 10 launch, and will freshen up the appearance of the OS. Meanwhile, the iPhone 17 Pro Max will come with iOS 26, a software upgrade that should have been called iOS 19, but for consistency's sake, Apple renamed all of its operating systems. This one also comes with a makeover, branded liquid glass, and it's uniform across all platforms. Both phones will feature triple camera systems at the back, and they have never been closer in terms of specifications. The iPhone will continue to employ a 48 megapixels primary camera and a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, similar as the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but the periscope is probably also receiving a 48 megapixels camera update. That one will top out at 5x optical zoom, but Apple may accomplish substantially more powerful and longer hybrid zoom owing to in-sensor cropping with the periscope. Who knows, we could get up to 50x magnification with the next iPhone. Meanwhile, the Pixel 10 Pro XL is probably being configured identical to the Pixel 9 Pro XL. This effectively implies a 50 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, a 48 megapixels periscope with 5x magnification, and a high-res 42 megapixels front-facing camera. Not too bad, and considering Google's skill in image processing, we are likely getting one pretty formidable camera phone. An improvement is planned at the front of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. To mark the shrinking of the dynamic island, Apple is allegedly upgrading the resolution of the FaceTime camera from 12 to 24 megapixels. The Pixel 10 Pro XL will presumably stay a 42 megapixels one, thus the resolution advantage might be Google's. The iPhone could eventually achieve 8K video recording, despite the minimal demand for this capability. The Pixel might perhaps also score 8K video recording. The sensor that was included on the Pixel 9 Pro XL was previously capable of accomplishing so, but the capability was likely withdrawn owing to heat concerns. As for battery life and charging, the minor adjustments, great effects. We don't anticipate considerably bigger silicon-carbon batteries on either phone. Let's get this clear from the get-go. Both will likely score negligible growth to their battery sizes. Last year's iPhone 16 Pro Max boasted the biggest battery ever placed on an iPhone. At 4,685 milliamps, it stretched the boundaries for Apple. Could we get another record this year? Well, possible, but don't anticipate a significant rise. Something under 100 or even 50 milliamps is more credible. The same applies to the Pixel 10 Pro XL. We don't anticipate Google to add a battery considerably bigger than the one on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, since this one came with a 5,000 milliamps one. Charging-wise, the iPhone will likely duplicate the charging arrangement of the iPhone 16 Pro Max, with 27-watt wired charging that potentially grow to 40 watt in certain conditions and 25 watt with MagSafe 2.0. No changes are planned for the Google flagship and the 37-watt wired and the 23-watt wireless charging. The latter may probably be Qi2 ready, meaning MagSafe for Android, although there won't be any magnets incorporated in the phone itself. Instead, Google will place the magnets in the protective covers for the range, which is obviously a workaround. Apple and Google are cooking, but the meals may not blow you away. Sure, they will be tastier, but nothing our palates haven't tasted before. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will continue perfecting its super premium look with a powerful hardware arrangement that's well suited for the next iOS 26 release. A new camera strip at the back may highlight most of the key improvements here. In Google's camp, the modifications might be even fewer on the exterior, but a significant internal move towards a totally bespoke 3-nanometer tensor processor could be the largest boost the Pixel family has seen in years. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates. See you in the next one. Goodbye.